The season opens with Taylor Keller stepping off the bus at Cousins Beach, hair dancing in the salty breeze. Steven's already there, helping Laurel unload boxes for the beach house reopening. Their eyes meet, not with the shy spark from season 2, but the knowing comfort of people who almost had it all and lost it. Movie camera sweeps across the beach, soft indie music plays, ocean light glimmering between them. Taylor tries to play it cool. "Hey, genius." Steven grins. "Missed me that much?" There's laughter, but the distance between them says more than words. Later that night at the bonfire, everyone's gathered, Belly, Jeremiah, Conrad, but the air hums differently between Taylor and Steven. They stand side by side, cups in hand, stealing glances. When fireworks burst above the dunes, Taylor whispers, "Some things don't change." Steven answers softly, "Not everything's supposed to." A look lingers, the almost kiss moment that fans felt but the show saves for later. The morning after, Taylor finds Steven fixing a light outside the porch. She teases him about his hero phase, but when he slips off the step ladder, she catches his arm, a quick, nervous moment. Movie camera slow zoom on their faces, sunlight reflecting through sea glass. Steven, "Still my safety net, huh?" Taylor, "Don't test gravity again, genius." The scene cuts with them laughing, the tension building in quiet gestures. That night, Belly catches them talking under fairy lights near the deck. Their conversation drifts from college stress to what could have been. Taylor, "Sometimes I think about that last summer. About us." Steven, after a pause, "Yeah. Me too." The camera lingers on their hands brushing, not quite holding, before the waves swallow the sound. Mid-episode, the group gets caught in a surprise storm during the town fair. Taylor and Steven duck under an awning, soaked and laughing. Taylor's mascara runs slightly, and Steven wipes a streak from her cheek, tender, protective. Movie camera cinematic slow motion, neon fair lights reflect in puddles, thunder rumbles softly in the distance. She looks up. "You never stop trying to save me." He smiles faintly. "You never stop needing it." They both laugh, but when she steps closer, the rain fades into background blur. Their first real romantic reconnection ends with a hug that lasts longer than it should, both drenched, both remembering everything. Musical note music cue, soft acoustic version of "Everything I Wanted." Fade out on the boardwalk lights. The annual Cousins Beach Summer Dance brings everyone together, all glitter and golden lights strung along the pier. Taylor walks in wearing a pale blue dress, the kind that makes Steven's words disappear for a beat. Movie camera pans over the dance floor, soft focus on Taylor smiling shyly across the room. Steven's mid-conversation with Jeremiah when he spots her. His joking tone fades, he excuses himself and walks straight over. "Wow," he breathes, almost too quietly. Taylor tilts her head, teasing. "You clean up okay too, genius." They dance. At first awkward, with space between them, but gradually closer, their movements sink as if the world outside the music doesn't exist. When the slow song fades, Steven blurts out, "I never stopped thinking about you." Taylor's smile falters, the truth hits deep. "I wanted to hate you," she says, eyes glistening. "But I couldn't." The camera lingers on their near embrace before Belly interrupts with urgent news about Conrad. The spell breaks, but not completely. Taylor watches Steven leave, her expression torn between longing and fear. Back at the beach house, a new guy named Chris, a friend of Taylor's from school, drops by, easygoing and confident. Steven's polite but tense. Movie camera cut to Steven in the kitchen, stealing glances as Taylor laughs at Chris's jokes. Belly notices and smirks, "You're jealous." Steven denies it, but his tone says otherwise. That evening, Taylor finds him on the porch staring at the sea. "Taylor, you can just say it, you know." Steven, "Say what?" "Taylor, that you hate seeing me with someone else." The moment is raw. The ocean wind catches her hair as Steven finally admits, yeah. I hate it. Because I want it to be me. Silence. Taylor steps closer, voice trembling. Then stop walking away every time it gets real. They hold each other's gaze, the first true confession, but Taylor turns and walks off before he can speak again. The scene fades with Steven watching her go, the waves crashing behind him. Musical note cue melancholy indie track, Seafoam Hearts. The emotional peak. Cousins Beach holds its Independence Night fireworks, the same place where Steven and Taylor first danced years ago. Everyone gathers, but the crowd blurs as the camera focuses on them. Steven finds her standing by the railing, eyes lifted toward the sky. He takes a breath, steps closer. Steven, I'm done running. Taylor, softly, then stop talking. Fireworks burst, red, gold, blue, painting the night. They finally kiss, slow and certain, framed by the sparks overhead. The music swells, no dialogue, just the sound of the sea and distant cheers. Movie camera wide shot of the pier, fireworks exploding above, the couple silhouetted against the light, cinematic, tender, earned. As the kiss ends, Taylor whispers against his chest, "Took you long enough." Steven smiles, forehead resting against hers. "Worth the wait." Fade to black. The next morning at Cousins Beach, sunlight pours into the kitchen through half-drawn curtains. Taylor's sitting at the counter, wearing Steven's oversized sweatshirt, quietly sipping coffee. Steven walks in, tousle-haired and smiling, a different kind of calm between them now. Movie camera soft handheld camera, morning light flares across the lens. He jokes, "I make a great post-fireworks breakfast." Taylor smirks, "You make decent toast." Barely. They laugh, it's the kind of laughter that comes after storms have cleared. There's no rush, no drama, just peace. As they sit together, Steven reaches over and laces his fingers with hers. No words needed. Musical note cue gentle acoustic music, same theme as episode 1 but slower, fuller. Midway through the episode, Steven and his mom, Laurel, share a quiet scene on the porch. Laurel, ever perceptive, asks, "So, Taylor?" Steven blushes. "Yeah." Taylor. Laurel smiles knowingly. "She's good for you. Keeps you grounded." He nods. "She's home, somehow." Movie camera close-up of Steven's thoughtful face, ocean wind brushing his hair. Later that night, Taylor overhears part of that conversation and sneaks up behind him outside. "Taylor, so I'm home now?" Steven, grinning, "You always were." She leans her head against his shoulder, and they look out toward the waves, the same view where everything began years ago. Clapperboard camera slowly pulls back, the porch lights glow, sea shimmering beyond. The final episode opens with a soft montage, Belly packing, Jeremiah driving off, Conrad watching the sunset. And in the middle of it all, Taylor and Steven, walking hand in hand down the empty beach. Their dialogue is simple but carries the entire season's weight. "Taylor, do you ever think about what happens after summer?" Steven, "Every day. But maybe, we don't have to lose this one." Taylor, "Promise?" Steven, "Promise." They stop by the edge of the water. She kicks a wave at him, he splashes back, laughter echoes through the fading light. Then they share a soft kiss, the kind built on trust and friendship, not just sparks. Movie camera wide sunset shot, golden horizon, waves rolling gently, silhouettes of them walking into the distance. Musical note final song, Forever Start Here, acoustic reprise.